I have been consulting since 1994. I got my start in the hotel business in telecom. When I was a senior in college, I took a job as a PBX operator. There we are. I took a job as a PBX operator in a Four Seasons hotel. So that led to managing that department. And so I was always asked, like, how do you do this with the phone system? How do you do this? And it was a big SL1 switch that back then. And so I had to go to the NTPs, if y'all remember the NTPs, which were the reference books that were like this thick each. There were like 6 or 8 of them, to figure out how things worked on the system. So that was kind of where I got my start. And from there, I took a job in sales for Centel Communication Systems. If y'all remember that, they ended up becoming, I think, Williams, Wiltel, Black Box. I think it's what Black Box is now. But I did sales for them. And I also did customer service. I was a customer service representative for them too. And I'm certified in Nortel SL1, Meridian 1, AT&T at the time, Definity, SRX, which was a small hybrid system that was very popular in Texas. I was the only one in the company that knew it in Texas. I've done North Star, you name it. I've been kind of around the block with some of those particular systems. So from there, it led to a position with Halliburton Company. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with them, but they're a big energy services interest. And they pretty much do everything but drill and refine oil. They do all the service related stuff with regard to oil. So they had operations in 100 countries and 350 domestic locations. And I was responsible for all the PBXs and the private voice network, the TR12 long distance network. I developed an international internal private network for them and so forth. So in 1994, they laid off everybody in the IT organization in order to cut costs. So that's how I got my opportunity to become a consultant. I decided not to become another employee to lay off. I decided to take matters into my own hands. So I joined another consultant who at the time had founded CRG in 1990. And for 3 years, we were partners. And in 1997, she went through a midlife crisis, sold her house, divorced her husband, and moved to California and said, here, you can have the whole business. So wow. I took it and ran. So I didn't have to buy her in or anything. It was kind of a sweet deal. So in 1998, I joined the SCTC. I have been involved in a myriad of roles, whether it be committee members, being on the board since 2002. I've been on the executive committee for 4 years. I am currently serving as senior vice president and treasurer. So next slide, please.
Oops. Sorry. What is it doing?
So Denise, was Dick Cheney the CEO in 1994?
No, not at the time I was there. I like to say it's I was there before Halliburton became evil, but I'm sure that I'm sure it was evil way before then, and I was just oblivious. So a little bit about me. I was born in Cleveland, Ohio. So a lot of people think I'm from the Midwest, and because I don't have a huge Southern twang, but my family transplanted to Texas when I was in middle school. So I am married, have 2 beautiful daughters, an adorable 4-legged daughter, and my hobbies are I love baseball, Broadway shows, the arts, and time with my family. So here are my hearts. This is my husband, Charlie, who we are about to celebrate our 30th anniversary. Wow. This is my 4-legged daughter, Bailey, who has her own Instagram. If you go on Your Daily Bailey, that's her Twitter, her Instagram, which is You Are Daily Bailey. And occasionally she will post really cute pictures of herself. And these are my 2 daughters, Meredith and Grace. And Meredith just graduated from Franciscan University and with a degree in marketing. And my the daughter on the right is my daughter, Grace, who is now a senior in high school.
So
Grace,
I'm going to
oh.
I was going to say, can y'all see that? Because I have the little picture of the video. You can see the whole thing. Okay, good. All
Okay.
right, go ahead.
Grace was your daughter who attended the SCTC Dallas conference about 10 years ago, right?
Yes, they were both there, but Grace she's my redhead, so you probably remember her.
Yeah.
Yep. So, okay, so here's the type of clients that I typically work with. And I like to say I will work for anybody who will pay my invoice, because I really, want to keep myself open. But essentially my sweet spot for audits is clients that are spending $1 million or more annually on any type of telecom, whether it be wireline, wireless, data, etc. So I often work with multi-location clients, often work with nonprofits. And I have worked with clients in urban areas and rural areas, and a combination of both. Being in the South, often I find that there are clients that need rural internet for field offices and things like that. So that tends to be a real sweet spot. Typically, companies that don't have an IT department or a telecom manager, but I've worked in all different varieties and flavors of companies. And I have two types of business: my audit business, and then project-based work like telecom, telephony focused. I work with a lot of companies that are doing new construction. So I work with clients to have carriers build fiber services and light buildings for them. Any kind of technology upgrades, particularly when it comes to telephony. Moving to the cloud has been a big opportunity for me in the last few years, and carrier service contract negotiation are other areas that I work in. Okay, so if you had asked me what my areas of expertise is, I would say primarily wireline. Like, I can read a CSR and use SOC codes and things like that and interpret them. I have done a lot of carrier contract negotiation, terms and conditions, rates, etc. I have done a lot of work in taxes, fees, and surcharges. I find myself being a translator, in that I can speak to any level of the organization, because particularly when I was with Halliburton, you learned very quickly that the people that are lowest on the totem pole really run the organization a lot of times. Like, they are doing the grunt work, but they know what's going on, and the seniors will not do anything without their assistance. So I do write quarterly for No Jitter. And I'm looking for ideas for this month's article, if y'all have anything. And then I also do a lot of public speaking on the subject, as well as I've done some teaching on advanced audit techniques and things like that. Here's just a couple of 3 recent successes. I worked with a nonprofit senior care company. We reduced their telecom expenses by 30%. As a result of the audit, and 30% on their cloud services. And I partnered on this one with Robert Harris, and he did the cloud stuff, and he was awesome. They were super, super happy with the results. And this was during COVID. So this was an opportunity where, this was like an assisted living, memory care kind of facility that had multiple locations, and they were really hurting and really wanted to reduce their costs. This is a big win for them. A health value management company, and I work with them still today. We were able to reduce their cost by 25% on their existing VoIP cloud solution. And that turned into a project where we evaluated their requirements, did an RFP, and made a recommendation for a fully functional UCaaS solution. So they dumped their old cloud solution, and we moved them onto a new UCaaS solution. And then I'm currently working with a transportation company, and we're doing an evaluation on their telephony solution. They have a legacy NEC switch that's serving multiple locations, and we're looking at a new solution for their telephony and contact center. I'm partnering with another SCTC consultant on the contact center piece. And what we've already discovered is numerous antiquated services, and there's going to be a future audit opportunity as a result of this. As a matter of fact, we found some 9.6 data circuits here, and believe it or not, they're still using them, which was really interesting. Anyway, okay, continue. Okay, so this is the thing. I am always happy to help. I have had a lot of successful partnering relationships with other SCTC consultants, so I can help guide you in that process if that's something you're interested in doing. I love to network, meet new people, connect people, and that kind of thing. I am never shy about brainstorming and kind of tossing ideas around and seeing what there might be to do about a situation or whatever. And I am certified as a woman-owned business in North Central Texas, South Central Texas, and nationally as a women business enterprise. So if you have any questions or need guidance on what's involved in doing that, I certainly wouldn't be opposed to helping you with that. And anytime you just want to chat something up or toss ideas around, I'm really, you know, I like the fun of that. So anyway, so that's a little bit about me.